Hey guys, I'm here with my two cousins slash mentees. My first two guys, this is a complete experiment. These are my cousins. They're hustlers, they're hard workers, and we're just, trying to get deals and trying to learn about wholesale and real estate. I'm super excited about this episode because they're doing really well together. My cousin Jerry's been doing it longer, and Aldo just started about 2 months ago. And so we're trying to guide to see how many deals we can get for next year. If you watch this whole interview, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about a 10 property package. It's actually 30 properties, but we've been accepted 3 so far of the 30 properties, and we're gonna go walk them live and show y'all them in real time and show you what it looks like. So stay all the way to the end, leave some comments, subscribe, and if you like what you see, guys, make sure you spread this message and you share this content with your family and friends.
Shoot, I'd wake up early in the morning, put on my work boots, hit the construction site, man. I guess before construction, a little after construction when I started, I was about 20 years old. So I got laid off. From this company, and it turns out that I don't know while we were unemployed, me and my brother, we got laid off from this one company. It turned out, man, why don't we just do it on our own, Start our own company. Started that. It didn't last too long. Failed company. My brother kept going. He kept going strong. I went back to construction, and then I always had that I feel like I always had that mindset where I want to be my own boss. I want to work my own hours. So I started looking into what I could do, to making my own money, be my own boss. I even spoke with my cousin John over here. Just get some advice. He showed me some of the ropes, showed me what to listen to, what to look at, just get advice from him. 3 to 5 years, man, that's tough. I guess in a year from now, I probably, I want to be set. I want to be making, of course, I want to be making money. $10,000 a month would be nice. But 3 to 5 years, man, hopefully I got a big old team, real estate team, maybe do some developments, you got to shoot for the stars. Let's get somewhere, right?
Before you started wholesaling, what was life like?
Man, just waking up at 7 in the morning, going to the warehouse, working in below zero temperature. Man, it was hard waking up. Man, I don't know, man, it was just hard. Oh, honestly, man, one day my cousin called me. He's like, "Hey, man, you want to come over, have some drinks?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I asked him, "Hey, you still doing real estate?" He was like, "Yeah." And I told him I was interested. He's like, "Come by Friday. I'll show you the first steps on how to wholesale." So I showed up. He's like, "Man, you're gonna have to talk to a lot of people." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So that's how it started. Man, hopefully doing big things with the cuz, still going strong, doing wholesale.
And there you go, guys. So now we're gonna go check out these deals that we just locked up. Like I was saying with Aldo earlier, they got a whale of a deal. The lady has 30 properties that she's selling. She wants to do them in sets of 10. She's accepted the offer on 3. And we're gonna go from there. So we're gonna go check out a few right now, guys. And so come on with us. Let's go.
I think she's flying. She's probably on a plane over here. She usually answers every time I call her.
And then they put a fence so for sure nobody could get in there. Then they did a whack ass job.
On the what?
No fence. No.
They're all gonna be the same, I bet.
Yeah. You try texting her about the code?
Yeah, I text her right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an
I
automated
like this
voice
little
message.
house. It doesn't look too bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Foundation's good on it. Everything. A lot of her houses, the foundation was updated. I didn't get to go inside that house in the back though. But I mean, from the outside, it looked okay. It looked like there's like a little alley road back there.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably get access to it. Like if an investor would, fix it up and put a tenant back there.
Dude, nobody lives in there, right?
Nah. That's whack, dog.
How much did you get this one for?
I want to say about 70.
That's cheap. That's cheap.
Was that potential
Mm-hmm.
though? That is good, right?
Yeah. So guys, right now, so we were trying to open it, and the lady had switched the combo, so we can't get in right now. So we're gonna have to wait until she gets back. She's actually flying on the way over here right now to
Get with her mother.
huh?
So she could go with her mother.
Oh, so she can get with her mom lives here?
Her mom does live here in San Antonio.
Oh, okay. So it's the daughter.
Yes.
So the daughter's handling everything. So she's flying from where?
She's flying from Denver.
So she's flying from Denver to come talk to the mom because the mom has sentimental value. She said
She's attached to him.
she's attached to him. Didn't you say like she had sold them all to somebody on her finance and then she just got them back?
That's one of my guesses. Because I did look up. I like to research who was the owner,
Yeah.
and I researched her name, and it did turn out there was some court cases where it looked like she got the properties back somehow. She owner financed them to somebody, and somehow she took them to court.
Damn.
Got all her
Stop paying them.
properties. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, there you go. They changed the combo on us. So we were supposed to go to 3 of them. Maybe we can go to another one real quick. Where's the other ones at?
The east side.
One's on East Houston, and then which is the other one?
Huh?
Where's the other one at?
It's right there on Blue Bonnet, I want to say. It's in the east side also. It's closer to, yeah.
They
it's a
probably
little
changed the
further out.
locks on all of them, right?
I want to say so. I know
You gonna
she
check
did.
them out?
She did tell me that once we get them under contract, I'm gonna try. I thought she was gonna transfer all the locks for her other properties. But
So she has the key to that lock in there?
yeah,
Man, she's on her game.
yep.
All right, guys, so this is house 2 of 3 that we're looking at today. How much do you remember how much we got this one for?
I think it was like
Like 105?
like 107. I
Oh,
believe.
so we got this for 107,000. The ARV is about 250,000 on this. And this is the east side of San Antonio. So if you want to look around here, as you can tell, these are older houses, right? So like, look at this house right here. Look at what's going on. It doesn't look very nice, right, from like the camera's point of view. But this is a re-gentrifying area in the city. So 250,000 in San Antonio, believe it or not, is a lot. Some of y'all might be from Austin or Houston, Dallas, and you're like 250, that's cheap. But over here, it's a lot, 250. So, because in San Antonio, the average medium house price about 300,000. That's it. Like, this isn't the nice side of town, right? So it's gentrifying, and the houses, they're doing a lot of work out here and just making the neighborhoods better. So this house right here, as you can tell, like, so they've already done some foundation work. You can see that. You see that right here? You can see they got some concrete posts in here. So what they do is, like, when you were leveling the houses back in the day, they would build them with wood posts, right? So like when you redo the foundation, they redo them with concrete posts. It lasts a lot longer and they don't rot, right? So think about it. If you got a wood foundation and it rains, all the water goes under that. Over time, those posts are gonna rot, and then the house starts sagging, and then the beams get all messed up. What was that? You heard that? Was that door?
No, I think it was inside.
All right, just leave it alone.
Oh, it's this.
Oh. So like it looks like there's some people that they're recording us over here. Hey, they're recording us across the street. They said, "Oh shit, that's the news." So like we're walking around and it looks like we can tell that there's some squatters. Like you can tell they have like a little bed in there and like they got food and stuff. Like right here, there's a little ice chest. So a lot of these old abandoned houses, people come in and they just use them like, like nobody lives in it, so they take over, and it's called squatters. Yeah, ladies are recording this. Was that that?
No, it's inside.
Someone's inside, right?
For real?
Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
We just heard it again. Should we go back there? Hey, you should probably keep Aaron up here though.
Hey, go back there. Stay
Nah,
behind me.
listen. I don't think there's no reason to go back there, right? It was definitely inside there.
You heard something
It
inside?
was loud, bro.
What the fuck? That sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
What if it's haunted, right?
Wouldn't doubt it.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Hey, you think there's a squatter in there?
Oh, hell yeah.
He's probably trying to scare us away, right?
All right, guys, so there's an actual squatter in there right now. So there's like somebody slamming doors, probably telling us to get away, right? So we're not gonna go in there. I don't want to mess with that. So that is one of the problems you have. That's like the reality of when you're buying investment properties. You know, you run into problems like that. So I actually have a squatter in one of my duplexes right now, and I'm trying to evict them. They're not paying, and so I got that going on right now. It's part of real estate investing. So anyways, we're gonna go to one last one right down the street, guys, and show you the 3 deals we got under contract in this one lead. Let's go. All right, guys, so this is the 3rd house we're at right here. So check this out. This is right across the street from the house. So that's the house right there, 418, if you want to turn around and show them. That's the actual house. But we were just walking around. As you can tell, there's a bunch of investor activity. We got a remodel going right next door. All down this street, there was remodels. And then right here, there's the first sub I own, and I just thought it was funny. Look how small this house is. It's probably worth maybe 100 grand. I don't know, probably less in its condition. So they're asking, it's for sub by owner for $1,000 a month for 25 years. They want 300 grand for this house. I guess you can do it however you want when it's owner to owner, right? If somebody agrees, well, shit, there you go. So, but I just thought that was crazy. That's a lot for that little house. So here it is right here. I like the tree. So the AT&T Center guys where the Spurs play is literally right down the street. And so is downtown San Antonio. Like this would be like a really, really good Airbnb spot. I would say, how much is this one under contract for?
Man, I'm not too sure, bro.
So Jerry's the one that did all the numbers. Aldo's the one that's the cold calling right now, generating the leads, and then Jerry's putting together the contract, right?
Yes, sir.
So this was one of them. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I think we got this for 70, and I think the ARV was like 160. So by the look of it, it needs at least 40. So that's about 40 in equity. I could be wrong though. I don't have the numbers right in front of me. We just wanted to come check them out and see like the condition and the areas and stuff like that. This is San Antonio right here, guys. This is the east side of San Antonio. I know it looks old and it looks a little run down, but this is where the investor activity is right here, right now in the city. Hey, there might be somebody in there, Aldo. So like a thing I do when I start investing in neighborhoods, I like to like walk around the neighborhood, get a feel for it. You know, because this would be an Airbnb, but man, I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of stray dogs, and a bunch of the neighbors are kind of need a lot of work. So I'm not sure, but I do like it. Regardless, I know we're getting all these at like 65%, so 65 cents on the dollar for all these houses. So we're getting good deals. So regardless, we're gonna do something with it. Alright guys, I hope y'all liked that episode. We're on our way to go get 10 contracts this month. Maybe 30, right?
30, maybe 100. She does have 100 properties.
She does?
Yeah,
oh, damn, I didn't know it was 100.
Sell them all, dog.
Oh, shit. Alright guys, I hope y'all liked that episode. Drop a comment, share this with your friends. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.